This island was hit by a nuclear strike that turned the surrounding world into a wasteland. Without a special suit, I can't touch the water or be in the air for too long because of the radiation background. I'll find myself in a forest of radioactive crystals. I'll meet tons of infected. I'll study the cause of the disaster. I'll meet the most dangerous mutants. I'll try not to die in this world using the resources I find. I will survive 100 days on a nuclear island in Minecraft Hardcore. Let's collect 100 likes under this video, and also subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, I'll be eaten by radioactive worms. The first thing that catches my eye is the corpses. Traps are scattered everywhere. Apparently, someone has already managed to run into them. The main thing is not to get caught myself now. Opposite my island, there's also a second one which I can't get to without a boat. I wonder if I can eat this hand. It wasn't very tasty. This is a hole. This is what supermarkets in my city look like. But there's something here that will be useful to me. And I'm not talking about these guys. I found a knife, a couple of ingots, and water. I'll take the apples and all this wood. Do not forget about the first aid kit. My only desire is to get out of here, but I will not put such a boat on contaminated water. That's why I need a mega boat. So on I work on coal. I put a stove in front of the urinals and melted all this ore. Now I can make an airplane out of an ordinary boat. It worked! But in order to control it, other elements are needed. For example, an oven, wheel, and the seat is from the bike. I drank and ate, but this is a straight retro car. It just needs some fuel. And I'm free, but not for long. It's strange. They seem to want to catch a bear, but there are just corpses lying there. But apart from that, there's a chest here. There are syringes and a rotten apple. There was also a book that I wanted to throw away, but according to the plot, it's better to read it. I went in search of artifacts that appeared after the infection. Most of those who went south died along the way, and for that reason, it was nicknamed the Island of Death. Sailing along the coordinates, I found myself near an abandoned ship, on which it was best to spend the night. I'm lucky that I can climb the vines from the boat. Here I'm immediately met by mobs. I completely forgot about the first aid kit that can be used. I'm canceling math this quarter. A military machete. Wow. And here it looks like a half-abandoned ship's warehouse. You can even use a computer here. I looked into the brain of a resident. The guy started to get nervous. I think there's something wrong here. It also bothers me that the water flask is gradually running out. But I saved you! It's good that these things cause damage to them. I decided to recover with the help of what I already have. I think it was in vain. And here the chests are what saved me. I don't really want to come down here anymore. Wow, that's a picture. I got poisoned again somehow at Dorian's. For me, it's nothing. Why am I drinking a bag at all? Now I would like to carefully stretch out to the chest, but it was not there. These guys won't leave me just like that. No, 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 no! Of course, it's better not to joke with such dudes. Well, with a gun in my underpants, let's see who's who. And I see your friend has already been nailed here. Which Cyclops are these glasses for? And I'm a fly. There's another chest and a pile of wood that I'll take away, an accumulator and a book. I received an SOS signal from the island of abandoned equipment. Our vector has changed because of a test tube with a virus. Hunters are already making their way to the science center. According to the scenario that the developers of this map did, the virus was right on this ship. I found dirt, and finally I'll be able to eat not only rotten apples, but also worms. Apples and, oh yes, seedlings. Time to get out of here. Now I need to find food and build a shelter. One day I return to my native place. I'm building the first house on the starting island. I'll tear you down if you don't grow. How would I pick you up? Carefully now. While the seedling has made new friends for himself, I started the boat and went in search of food. When I reached the land, I saw a forest of mutated mushrooms here. The locals already wanted to meet me. And what is this? Do zombies eat chips? From afar, you can also see dangerous parasites. It's better not to approach. The most important thing now is to find mushrooms, but I'm not very lucky. And here's the first one. We still need to find fly agarics. But for now, I will be engaged in the extraction of blocks for future buildings. Collected a lot of garbage. I didn't ask for it here. Mobs have already started spawning here. Torches are saved. Now I will try to find sources of water that are scattered across this ocean. Swimming up to one of these, I thought it was just garbage, but no. So let's go a little further. These blocks don't inspire confidence, so I'll pass by. I'll make a bridge like this. I can only get dirty water from this source, but water purifiers will save me. It was painful, but now I won't drink liquid Shrek anymore, and that's good. The fourth rule of Fight Club is that only 2 people participate in a fight, me and my hand. Hooray for water. I haven't found toadstools yet without soups. I don't know what it is. Really. Some grandfather was standing here, and when I saw him, an axe fell out of him. While I'm thinking, I'll look over this mountain. Skyscrapers still make you happy when you live on a desert island. It looks really creepy. And it's also scary that I'm not regenerating at all. There were too many different chests in the territory, and I will close my shelter with a wire. I'm very thirsty. HP recovery was a real problem. It was getting dark, and I was caught. Great. I was attacked by some zombie cockroaches. How do you live here in general? I think I will be provided with a boat. Getting rid of mobs.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. holen.
It was a really good find because there was clean water here. It's time to make a mushroom farm on the base. Now I have the most valuable thing with me. Mushrooms and blocks that I can no longer get. But I'm a real Sigma, so I started working with my hands and building an incredible shelter. You can also make such blocks from basalt. Nothing complicated. I put a block on a block and that's it. There are not so many resources, so I'll have to come back for them soon. No money was allocated for such a loan. I'm going to Los Angeles. That's how they sent me to the mines to work. Completely forgot about the bed that I can already craft. It's been forever, and I'm only falling asleep now, having breakfast and getting to work. And from this tower, I'll shoot like in the movies about the zombie apocalypse. On the other side, I have already thought out the walls, and on this side, I'll do something similar. Of course, I can't say that it will be 100% effective against zombies, but it looks good. Logs to the base, I'll replace the floor. Well, here are the chests. How many things are terrible? I wanted a smart home with lamps from Apple. I'm content with what I have, and that is not bad. Here it is. It goes from the sewers to the oceans. Hooray! Here are the stoves, and Squidward in the glass, melting iron, and I'm protecting my mental hospital. I haven't conducted the tour yet, and I don't care. Sleeping. I also need a shovel. And do not forget to process water. I'm taking this land because it will still be useful to me. However, everything fell out. What a beautiful boat. This is a walking cutlet with a puree. Rake exists, and here are the proofs. And this is a big version of them. Stop trying your luck. It's time to hide somewhere here. They should have eaten it for $1,000. Oh, there's coal here. After I stole one, they started panicking. There will be no meeting of subscribers. How many times has it been said? Dealing with mobs. I found fried chicken and potatoes. And here is a cool pickaxe and greaves. I've already messed up a whole set. For some reason, I have an electric machete in my hands. Now we are going to have a fight to the death with him. Prepare to die. What are you made of? But now you'll be made of lead. Dangerous, dangerous. Well, a broken refrigerator. Okay, I'm going to regenerate here anyway, so I'll take the wire for now. I also have another ultrasound. Clean water has been preserved here. Shot the monster. I took the diamonds and some dust from him. When I get home, I post everything. Someday I'll be done with this stuff. Do you remember the mushrooms? Right now, I'm going to propagate them. I have to do it in the dark. It worked. I have 36 fly agarics and 26 regular ones. Can I solve this math problem? Morning. My feet led me to the forest of radioactive crystals. Man, help me. You were a responsible person because you wore a dosimeter. Well, now I will. I report the radiation is safe, but gradually increasing. No, I won't give you money. I still have to spend them on a liner. I had a night vision syringe, and the consequences of the new year. I don't dispute that the night vision syringe was superfluous. Pills save. I came back and there were trunks and a radio. You can visit the island of death only through the catacombs, but they have been in infected water for a long time. Use the submarine that I left here. It will do all the work for you. Well, if it's from me, then you can finish the video already. I kept running across the lifeless island and found a new means of transportation. We killed the local guards, and here it is, an anti-radioactive boat. There are even 2 machine guns. Are there going to be a fight with Ninja Turtles now? I'll wear a suit for the sewer. Mariana Trench can wait. I want to go back now. A real man should have only charisma in his bag and the desire to paint on the walls. I came back to improve my territory. This is my submarine parking lot, and somewhere here I'll grow trees. Hop, hop, hop. I have a lot of seedlings just now. Is it going to grow for sure? Made beautiful paths. This policeman didn't like them for something, but even such guys have a brother for brother rule. However, now there is a whole crowd that has surrounded my house. Are you collecting for a new brain? I understand you. It wouldn't hurt me either. And what will you do to me? I'll pay you for a brain transplant with bullets. The night is still long, so you can play shooting gallery and a magic wand. Cartridges can be made on the cartridge workbench. Full store. In short, it was like this. On the island, I took all sorts of things for decoration, and then I'll burn the books. The radiation has not gone away. I'm already tired and weak. I've always wanted to visit Manhattan. However, the neighbors here are especially gifted. And why did he eat school porridge? A trash can with a neighbor placed at home, as I wanted. Girls, don't forget to shave next time. The vegetable garden was apparently poisoned by Granny, but I couldn't think of anything better, except to eat it all. I will make a berth for an ordinary boat. I'll put up a fence here. Here I will decorate like this. I am placing an anti-radioactive boat, and in the morning I will be ready for new journeys, charges for the boat, and sail. My work at the mine is not over yet. Nuclear flowers make themselves felt in the background. Yes, I understand that your facility is guarded. Wow, I'm in the urine, but it looks really beautiful. I went the Ninja Turtles way, and I don't see any rats. The sewage system led me to a new island of abandoned equipment known for its radiation levels and aggressive mobs. It's nice, of course. It's already dangerous to be here, so I need to find a place where I can spend the night. There's already a whole queue here. I'll make a stop here. They put a trunk here for a reason. probably so that I could put my things here. Wait, did the creepers call you? It is better not to go out at night, and this rule applies not only to Minecraft. It was interesting to find a drop in such places, but there's nothing here except the upper buildings in my opinion. The guys are already here, but what do they turn into during the day? They didn't share it with me. Bazooka and minigun. No comments. All you had to do was go to the center of the map to sleep. Some valley. He was cute, unlike you. Radiation makes itself felt in time. I need to quickly change the armor to another one. I hope this helps somehow. He said yes. It's interesting, of course, but in my opinion, he likes it. Neural networks really surpass a person in intelligence. If so, I turned out to be smarter than them using such a life hack. By the will of fate, the Robo-Man fell into a trap and attracted others to relax after such a hot bath. Very timely radiation. Oh yes, I found the radio. Now I'm finding out my next target. I have a question for the audience, whether they have put a like under this video. Oh, this is not the right station. Forgot to warn, some equipment has already turned into transformers, and at the site of the epicenter of the explosion, you will need a new armor to swim to the west. I take note of this information. All these bouts of aggression meant only one thing. It's time to look for new adventures. And I didn't have to look for them. They found me themselves. Yes. And my boat has these days. While sailing, I found a new structure. It was an airplane. But this fish on my tail won't let me visit it. In any case, I wouldn't be able to get him up now. I don't have a chemical protection suit. With it, you can safely swim underwater. And then I see some here have already drunk green water. But it fits right in here perfectly. All the junk I bring home doesn't fit anymore. I'm not going to throw it away yet. Therefore, I will put everything here. And it should still look good. And this means that we are working on improvisation. Here it is like this. Here's one thing I don't understand. The warehouse turned out better than the shelter. I'm not breaking anything actually. It looks like an ant right now. In the meantime, I'm floating on the navigator to a new location, which was mentioned earlier. This is the place where the explosion occurred. Death Island. I shot you. What is interesting here, that is? Yes, those same dancing guys. Hotel. Check-in cheap. I have nothing to feed you with. Leave me alone. We all ran around such a crater as a child. It started. If you look closely, you may notice how the zombie pushes this disabled person. This is the most dangerous frame that could be. How much KFC was eaten this evening? But we beat him anyway. Going up at this point with loot, I found my first element of chemical protection armor. I need to find 3 more of these to assemble a whole set. I'll find the rest of the armor on this island. This is a transfer in the world of zombie animals. I'm tired of just lying down and my head decided to take a walk. Yes, I also decided to see a new building. The benefit of them is unclear, but they're so weird. Who knew that it would come to me to avenge them? I'm tactfully running away. All I had to do was go into the building. And this is the teacher taking revenge for math. Interesting facts, but this is the second spider that appeared in the building. I'm at home. I needed supplies of water and ammunition. And now there will be another UFO. On top of the crane, I saw the following chest. Loot, a breastplate along with daggers to cut up local radioactive dogs. These things have appeared and I will have to deal with them. This time it's really harder to dodge. But I didn't even suspect that they would burn half the map. There's no work today. Everyone's going home because I'm here for you today. Yes, he put a dislike under the video. The last element was the pants. They were just at the construction site. But other than that, there was a chest on top. The year 2555. Robots are already fighting against humans. In the hands of a man, even this gun doesn't help. It's useless, so we'd better leave. Now I am as ready as possible to swim. Life has not prepared me for this yet. You'll see why now. I'm hanging up a suit. Now I need to put it on again and return to the plane. Shark, you and I are not on equal terms. Shark party starts right now. I understand that everyone on this island lives by their own rules. There's a trunk inside and a book here. Additionally, it uses a bunker for virus research, where you can find documents for a test tube and new coordinates. This is the first artifact I find. It's a giant axe. That's the size of this thing. Still deals 700 damage. Even this sea pike dies with one blow. Well, I and the boat continue to sail. Workbench here. I'm going to dig now. I got a personal guard. I need the land for the farm. It's more convenient to grow trees here. I realized that you were following me. We plant it and we make charcoal. Funny how they hold their hands. I'm stocking up on water. Yes, it's all her. And charcoal needs more wood. But these little things don't bother me now. The time has come for a new location and it's a bunker. Don't peek, I'm changing. It really only works that way. I just bought a vegetable slicer yesterday and apparently I'm going to turn into vegetables now. What a rich imagination the developer of this mod has. Flying flowers turn into little guys. And what kind of fungus has grown? Oops, free costumes are running right by the ton. Mannequin challenge. The last room of the bunker here is a radio and several chests. To you on the island of abandoned equipment, comrade. It's a totem. I understand that I disrupted your robot party, but I didn't want to lose the totem. Yes, I came to kill you. Of course you will self-destruct. There's a suit here. In the scientific center, you have to pick up a flask with a virus. Look for it in the highlands. It started raining, which says a lot. For example, that a plumber is required in the sky. In my cozy warehouse, I'm doing a routine. Flying flasks. I'm getting wood. I eat ascorbic acid, and now I'm on my way to the science center. Local employees just got hungry and went hunting. I'm one of you. I have the same suit. I think I'll eat you today. Killed Morono the robot. I completely forgot they still call their big friends. It became more or less calm, and I had already made my way to the mountain. There was a passage to the science center. You can go crazy with such a picture. How to get down into your hole. I forget these are real people. Hello. Two people meet. The conversation didn't go well. They probably have the same problem. It will not be so easy to go further down. By the way, the water is already running out, and I'm not recovering without it. And here there were 3 of them. The machine gun saves. I'm playing smart, but not as smart as throwing a grenade. I go on, and there are more and more of them, but that's a close save. Here it is, the final room with the virus, and the decor here is interesting. And at the other end of the room, there was a shock. This is the same test tube that was on the ship, is needed for the future plot. But as soon as I started going out, the attack immediately began. Leaving the room, I got a new message. Another kick in the ass. Go to the plane parked for you by my team. We are waiting for the virus for further study along the way. Be careful. According to other hunters, there is something bloodthirsty and big in the water. Big? Bloodthirsty? No. It was already about a classmate. I just didn't want to look for the main way out. And the weather is good. But darling, I'm back. Together we sail home. Now I need to stock up on ammunition. I already understand what awaits me. I'm going all in, crafting for everything. Charging up. Yes, I have already been evicted from my own apartment, but I eventually got my house back. Guide me, navigator. Of course, I didn't deliver pizza there, but I won't refuse seafood supplements. But still, there were the ominous eyes of a Kraken. It can be seen that he's ready to crush any living creature on his way. Very intimidating, but soon your shell will be in the trash. It's time for you to run too. The campaign will not run away. The tactic for such a monster is to be at a distance. But while I'm recharging, he's catching up with me. Well, if you have time from then, okay. It's catching up with me. Japanese dish, dancing octopus in rice. The Kraken is restored by killing other mobs. The strip with his health is almost recovered. I shoot and immediately sail away. I blunted something because it was possible to shoot directly from a submarine. It's not for nothing that I trained in another world on this boss. Now it's possible to get a drop. Here it is, the location by plane. Apparently my dream came true. Of course, if they let me do it now, but they are peaceful. Well, let's jump in and do it already. Clearly, there is no fuel. There were chests here for a reason. Yes, and another one. And you won't believe the third. I will remember you for a long time. But now it's time to take off. True, it turned out a little crooked for me, but it still turned out. From the cockpit it looks cool. And it will also be cool if you write in the comments whether you need a continuation of this miniseries, because a lot of material has accumulated specifically for this issue. Subscribe to the channel, put likes, and bye to everyone.